Michael, as games go, as looking to build on Tuesday night, it was a really good platform there for you to go into this weekend, wasn't there?
It was more like us. It was a much improved performance to the game on Saturday against Barrow, and it's what I expect from us. Watched it back. We've got in good areas, put some good balls in, and we just need to get on the end of a few because we need to start scoring. It's not rocket science. We know that. The supporters know that. I know that. The owners know that. The players know that. But if we keep getting in the areas that we're getting in, I'm sure I will look at it.
It's just about now turning those draws that we've had into the wins. You mentioned Bradford themselves on Tuesday night have managed to do that in the fine margins of games. It's just about that little bit of extra quality in that final third now, isn't it?
It is. And it's also players stepping up to the plate. There's players who are coming back now that we need to get them up and firing, which is not as easy as it sounds. But I'm confident of a positive finish to the season, and wherever it takes us or doesn't take us, we've got some good foundations to build on next season.
You mentioned the players coming back in. A few have had to be patient by the time. Joe Riley in particular is one that's had to be patient. He's come back off a long injury. Is this now a period of time where we could expect to maybe see him get a couple more minutes as well?
Yeah, we'll have to see how the game's going. We've got a very difficult game against Stevenage. Steve has done a remarkable job there this season. They've been in the top two most of the season. I know they spent money, but that comes with pressure as well. Steve has put a good squad together. They've had an unbelievable FA Cup result against Aston Villa. They're a team which are going to be tough to beat. I think they've only conceded 6 corners in their last 5 games, which goes to show how resilient they are. And I know they're having a little bit of a blip as well, but they're a dangerous team.
Yeah, it looks set to be a good defensive battle, doesn't it? Because they're exceptionally solid at home as well, but we've been solid defensively all season with the amount of clean sheets we've kept as well.
Yeah, but they've also got a lot of very good strikers. I've said it earlier in the season. I tried to sign 1 or 2 of their players and couldn't get them. They've got a good squad. I know they've had a few injuries of late. Especially with the goalkeeper, Van Kooten as well. So it does take its toll, even on the big teams in the league. And Stevenage are no different. Any amount of injuries at this level can hamper you. But they're in with a shout. I think their game in hand puts them second. So it goes to show that the consistency they've had all season is still there.
There's still 13 games left for us this season. How confident are you that this group can finish as strongly as possible? You mentioned on Tuesday night the season possibly being split into 4. How positive are you that you can continue to see the reaction from your side?
Well, you can only keep working and trying your hardest. I'm confident with the players. They showed on Tuesday night they can compete with the best teams in the league. And we've got to keep doing it to the end of the season. We've got difficult games until the end of the season for one reason or another. You've got the likes of Rochdale, Hartlepool, Harrogate, fighting for their lives, Crawley. We've got those teams away. We've got Swindon. Gillingham have spent a fortune in January and strengthened. So there's no easy games, and I think the fact that the amount of draws we've had, no team are going to roll over and just let us take the points, and we've just got to have that bit more next to kill games off and to see it through. Like I said, we could have easily won a lot of those draws, but we haven't, and we got to get on with it. But I'm not going to get too disappointed and blindsided with the amount of draws we've had, because again, if I'm a person with a half glass full, there's a lot of positives that we can take from them.